A very good morning, class. Today we are going to start with the science second chapter, that is motion and time. In your class 6th, you have studied about different types of motions like the linear motion, the circular motion. But today we are going to discuss motion and time in detail. You have seen motion in different bodies like the movement of the fish in water, movement of the snake, movement of the car. What do you observe in all these? We observe motion. What exactly motion is? Motion is the movement of the body from one place to another with respect to time and surrounding. Surrounding means the reference point. So, motion क्या होता है? When the body moves from one place to another. जब कोई बॉडी एक जगह से दूसरी जगह मूव करती है with respect to time and its surrounding means जब वो मूव कर रही है. टेक एन एग्जाम्पल, एक बॉडी एक पोजीशन ए पर है, अब वो मूव कर रही है पोजीशन बी पर. तो क्या हुआ, जब वो पोजीशन ए पर थी तब उसका टाइम क्या होगा, कुछ और होगा. पर जब वो मूव कर कर पोजीशन बी पर आई तो उसके टाइम में भी चेंज होगा और उसकी जो आसपास की सराउंडिंग्स थी तो वो भी चेंज होगी. सो दैट इज नोन एज मोशन. नेक्स्ट वी आर गोइंग टू अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट इज रेस्ट. Rest means that when a body is stationary at its position and when there is no movement in a body, then the body is said to be at rest. For example, a book lying on a table is at rest position. A lamp lying on a table is also at a rest position. तो जब कोई बॉडी में कोई मूवमेंट नहीं हो रहा होता है और वो अपनी पोजीशन पर स्टेशनरी होती है तब हम उसे कहते हैं कि वो बॉडी किस में है, रेस्ट पर है. Let's take one more example. Suppose you are sitting near the window of the car and looking outside and the car is moving. You will appear that all the things are moving backward. But a same person standing on the roadside will appear all the things to him to be stationary. तो इससे क्या पता चलता है कि यहाँ पर रेफरेंस पॉइंट हमने क्या लिया है, मीन्स हमारी सराउंडिंग कैसे चेंज हो रही है. नेक्स्ट वी आर गोइंग टू अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय स्लो एंड फास्ट मोशन. लेट्स टेक एन एग्जांपल. इफ यू आर ड्राइविंग अ कार एंड योर स्पीड इज स्लो मीन्स यू आर मूविंग वेरी स्लोली, which means that you are moving slowly. Now suppose you increase the speed of your car, it means you are in fast motion. Or we can say that the movement of a body can also be termed as slow or fast depending upon the distance travelled by it in a given interval of time. Means कोई body कितना distance travel कर रही है in an interval of time. अगर वो ज़्यादा इंटरवल ट्रैवल कर रही है, मीन्स अगर वो ज़्यादा डिस्टेंस ट्रैवल कर रही है कम टाइम में, तो उसका मोशन क्या होगा, फास्ट. और स्लो इसके जस्ट अपोजिट होगा. मीन्स अगर कोई बॉडी ज़्यादा कम डिस्टेंस ट्रैवल कर रही है और टाइम क्या ले रही है, ज़्यादा, उस टाइम उसका मोशन क्या कहलाया जाएगा, स्लो. So it is dependent upon the distance and the interval of the time, which decides the body is moving fast or slow. We know that plants and animals also move without any external source of energy. But for moving a car and aeroplane, we need a fuel to means which is providing it's the energy. Once more example. Gravitational forces exist between the sun and another planet, which is giving its energy, which we can say that movement requires energy, which can be interval or which can be provided internally or externally. Just now I explained you about motion. Here we consider two important things. That the motion was the change in the position of the body with respect to time and surrounding. But what does this time mean and how do we measure this time? We all know that we wake up in the morning, we go to school, we attend the classes, we come back, we have lunch, then dinner. So we are doing all the things which is dependent on what? Time interval. In earlier times, people used to take the help of the natural events to measure the time, since they occur at a regular interval of time. For example, the time interval between one sunrise and the next was 1 day. The time period from one sunset to sunrise is called a night. Similarly, time interval between one new moon and next is called a month. A year is measured the time taken by the earth to complete one revolution by the sun. So all these were considered the natural events because they occur at a regular interval of time. The duration was same. This was all about motion, what is slow and fast motion, measurement of time. We will continue with the measurement of time in the next video. Till then, take care.